There are two wolves directly ahead of us. I could probably... three wolves directly ahead of us. I can get this deer to run towards them. Let's see if that does us any favours. Let's just see. I've got to make sure I don't get... Okay, so that's... G'day chaps and welcome back. We're up to episode 7 now, I think, on my second series of The Long Dark. We are of course playing on Stalker mode. We started in Desolation Point and we're now on Coastal Highway. So where are we? We are warm and rested and all that good stuff. 5 hours of daylight left. We are at Wolftown on Coastal Highway, which is the place. Very, very dangerous. We got attacked on the way in here. My plan is to head back home. Home being Jackrabbit Island at the moment. I'm going to have to use a flare to get back there. I'm going to see what we can pick up on the way as well. So the plan is to head back to Jackrabbit Island. We have to use our flares. We have 7. So it shouldn't be too bad. But basically we get attacked as soon as we step out the door around these parts, so we need to really watch ourselves. There are wolves everywhere. And because of that, it's worth running from place to... There's one right there, you see. It's worth running from place to place just to survive. Get out of here. But on the way out, now that we've lit this flare, we have a little time. I'm just going to... I think I came through here and I left some food, so I'm going to grab everything there is to grab. I think I did this. I might not have, and this might have been a waste of time. Yep. Well, that's it. My mistake. I forgot to actually... I didn't check the cabinets and whatnot for food on the way out. We've got 32 kilos, so we're not too heavy. So my thinking is we load up on as much food as we can carry, head back to Jackrabbit Island, we drop whatever we can drop, get our weight down, and then we're going to head over to Mystery Lake, because we are still without a hatchet, we're still without a bow and arrow, we're still without a rifle. And until we have the means of making a weapon, or a weapon itself, we can't get ahead of the game. We're just scavenging to survive and having to use flares like this, and there aren't that many flares that we found, so we're just going to have to do the best we can do. I'm just going to swing by... Where's that wolf? I'll very quickly run through the through this garage here. I think we left something to be picked up. What did we leave? Take the sewing kit, metal, hacksaw. We may as well grab. Take the storm lantern, antiseptic. Just gonna grab all these things. This pry bar. I'll leave that. 36 kilos. So we're slow, but we have our flare, so we're okay. The weather's kind of holding out. It's not great. Still no sign of a wolf. Yeah, you can see my own footprints. This is the place where we left food, I think. So I'm just going to grab that. So my thinking is... I didn't check it, that's what it was. My thinking is we don't come back here, which is why I'm raiding and I'm loading up on as much food and stuff as we can carry. We don't really want to come back to Wolftown unless we have to. It's too dangerous, as we don't have any weapons, so I need to kind of time this right. Make sure that our flare doesn't run out. As soon as we get back on the ice, We're okay. Uh-oh. Storm's coming. You see that question mark down there? We don't know how many hours of daylight are left, so that could mean we're just stuck here overnight. Not the end of the world. It does mean we lose our flare. We picked up some meat. Okay, we're not too cold. Alright, I'm going to stay in this house because we can cook up a fire and yeah, the storm's coming. So we're going to have to wait out the night here. We've got no choice. Just stick the flare in the bathtub. How weird. Got accelerant, matches, and underwear in the bathtub. Let's get the water. So we're going to be very, very heavy now, but that's okay. Yeah, it's a lot of gear. Up to 40 kilos. Don't need work boots, we've got boots already. Let's check our clothing situation. Put everything back on. Got basic boots. I do wonder, are these work boots any better? Let's have a look. Oh, they are, they're warmer. Oh, I nearly left those. So instead of 1 degrees of warmth, 0 of wind chill, we get 2 degrees of warmth, 1 of wind chill, and they're in perfect condition. Let's take those. As we have time to spare, let's harvest these boots, break them down for the leather, in case we have to repair. We are carrying 2 storm lanterns, one of them's not very good, so let's equip that. We can use that during our search. So I think we've got all we need to get. I've got the premium winter coat, I've got the mittens, we don't need that. There's really not much point searching for clothes anymore, to be honest. Yeah, premium winter coat, mittens, heavy wool sweater, cotton underwear, cargo pants, wool socks, tog. These are pretty much the best you can get. The only thing that would be better would be insulated boots, but yeah, so we'll keep on looking for clothes, but leave everything unless it's those boots. Just do a quick recce of the house, see what else we've got. Leave the newsprint, we don't need it. Oh, we've checked all the fridge and everything. Cooked rabbit. It's a good find. Really don't give you many calories though. But that venison we picked up, where are we up to? Yeah, we can let's just eat that straight away. And get our drink. We've got 6 kilos of water. In terms of flares, I think we have 6 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, yeah. 2 hacksaws. I actually brought the first hacksaw just because if you find a frozen body, the hacksaw works better than the knife, and as we don't have the hatchet, that makes sense for us to do that. Even though it is the more boring thing, it is a good idea. It's oh, we can't break down. Oh, we don't actually have anything to burn. Uh-oh. Ah dear, we can't actually cook that meat. I don't want to go out in this storm. Yeah, we don't have any wood, and we don't have a hatchet to break down table or chairs. Okay, I guess we just keep that meat as a decoy. I don't know how many hours of daylight we have left. We're just going to have to sleep this one off, I think. I'll put this... I'll get in the bedroom, I'll turn this torch off. Let's have a look at... let's just check our food inventory. Let's see what we can... what we should be eating first. We should drink these cans, the worst cans first. That horrible dog food, we'll have that first. We're just going to have to sleep this off. There's nothing we can do. It's not worth going out in a storm. That's how I died in the first series. I went out in fog, tried to beat the weather. You can't beat the weather. It's not worth even trying. Okay, let's eat this dog food because if we do get sick, it's bed rest we need to make us better again. And as we need to sleep anyway. It's the right thing to do. If you've I doubt that you've come to this series. 6 hours of darkness left. I doubt you've come to this series not having watched any of the previous episodes, but just in case you have, we've had a whale of time. Started in Desolation Point, as the title of the series should be. I think it's just the toughest possible start you can have. I've come to find it's really, really, really hard. Really, very, very hard. We've contracted hypothermia. We've had hand-to-hand combat with a wolf just so that we'd have enough food to survive. We've done that. Yeah. We've run from every animal we could run from, pretty much. Yeah. And again, the biggest problem is just not having any kind of weapon. I should probably sleep. I'm just thinking. Do we do a run to Jackrabbit Island right now in the cold? Because I'm going to have to take the clothes off to leave Wolftown. Do we risk getting cold? And then we get back to Jackrabbit Island? Because I'm thinking, do we head to Mystery Lake in this day, or do we do an overnight run at Jackrabbit Island and then go tomorrow? That's probably wiser. Do the run to Jackrabbit Island tomorrow, to Mystery Lake tomorrow, sorry. So I'm gonna sleep a little longer. I'm gonna let it warm up a bit outside. Yeah, and then we'll do an overnight stay at Jackrabbit Island. And then tomorrow we'll get the maximum amount of daylight we can get. So let's just check our decoy. If we press 3, yeah, we drop our meat. So we have a flare and we have meat to drop, because that meat's uncooked anyway and we have too much food. So let's get our flare out. This here goes nothing. And if you missed it as well, we got attacked on the way in here. Our health was down to 50% or even lower, 40-some%. Because there are just wolves everywhere around here. Absolutely everywhere. Just gonna very quickly check this house. I can't believe it's clear. Tempted to head out onto the ice right away, but as it's foggy, I'm still going to... Oh, we haven't checked this house yet. Cooked white fish. 400 calories. Take it. Why not? So we're just raiding this place for as much food as we can kind of find. I'm going to have to kind of call a halt to it at some point. I think you can carry up to about 50 kilos. After you, above 50 kilos, you move so slowly that you put yourself in danger. I have done that before, but it's really only for moving between regions where I load up that heavily, and I'll only really do it if I've got a weapon. In our state, we need to be able to run, I think, if we can. Worst case scenario, I mean, we do have 6 flares. We don't want to use them if we don't have to, but maybe they are worth using after all. 42 kilos, we're really pushing it. And again, we're just looking for that magical hatchet. I'm not even gonna bother checking all this stuff. I think I'm just gonna leave all that. Medicine cabinet, if there is one. I'll just leave it. I'll leave the water in the toilet. We just don't need it. I've still got our clothes off. I forgot to put them on. Alright, let's just keep moving. Let's just get out of here. need... Ah, there we go, that's just what I wanted. So the weather's improved perfectly. So I'm trying to run, I'm pressing the run button, we can't run. So this is the problem with the weight, but as we get out onto the ice here, as it's a perfectly clear day now, we should be okay. I just need to get enough of a distance away from Wolftown that I'm not surprised by something. I've got to tell you, this is a weird feeling. I'm playing right now and I'm so into the game that I'm kind of nervous. I actually I'm rooting for us to survive here. I really want us to make it. I really want us to make it. This is the most exciting game I've ever had in the long dark, and one of the most exciting games I've had in a video game for quite a long time. I think we're safe enough to put clothes back on there. Okay, we're getting colder still at -1 degrees, but it's very slow, so I think we're okay. Okay. So there's a wolf kind of heading towards us, but still pretty far away. There's another that's just come out onto the ice where Wolftown is, so we just got lucky there. We really got lucky. Two wolves have just come out onto the ice. We happened to miss both of them. There's another one that's just come out onto the ice next to that island over there. Yeah, so bit of luck. We should be able to move between them because we can see far enough right now. So the conditions are perfect for doing this kind of run where we're carrying so much stuff. And again, we can drop that venison, that raw meat that we're carrying, and that should buy us some time. So yeah, we're going back to Jackrabbit Island up here. Gonna drop everything we can drop. I am tempted to head out in the same day cycle that we're in right now. I just want to keep moving, especially as we have so much food. On the other hand, the wiser part of me says don't risk it, it's not worth it. I'm gonna leave that fishing hut. That's the only one I haven't checked, that fishing hut over there. There are two wolves directly ahead of us. I could probably... 3 wolves directly ahead of us. I can get this deer to run towards them. Let's see if that does us any favours. Let's just see. I've got to make sure I don't get... Okay, so that's going to run towards them. Oh, one of those wolves... Yeah, there we go. One of those wolves has picked up on that deer. He's directly... Downside, he's directly in front of us now. He's munching on that wolf. So ironically, that fishing hut I said I wasn't going to go to is now our best route to Jackrabbit Island, which is the island in front of me, in case you were wondering. So we are going to go check it, just because circumstances have changed. Worst case scenario, we drop the meat, we make it into the hut, and we brandish one of the torches that we're carrying. I think my distance is just about far enough away from the wolves that they don't smell the meat yet. But I really have to keep an eye on them, make sure they don't start heading in our direction. And as we do have enough food anyway, it doesn't matter if we drop that meat. Okay, I think we made it. It's looking like we've made it. I'm not expecting too much from this hut. If we do find a hatchet, that would be amazing. I still haven't been up to the house up there, but I know that the bear lives on that island in front of us. So I'm just going to avoid it until we have some kind of means of defending ourselves. We just can't afford to run into a bear at this stage. Not until we have a rifle. We can't even go close to one. So this is completely empty. I was kind of hoping for a hatchet. You do find them in these huts. But as we're in Stalker mode, they don't make it that easy for us. Okay, there's a wolf kind of heading back towards us here. I can't run, but I think we're just about far enough away. The other wolf is going for a rabbit. I can see him starting to run. Yeah, so that's taken him off our plate. Okay, I think we're far enough away. I'm going to pick up this old man's beard on the way. It's always useful, in case we don't have enough antiseptic. We will keep that old man's beard lichen on us. It's very, very, very light, so you can carry as much of it as you want, really. There's that wolf eating on that rabbit. I think he's we're still far enough away that we're safe. Let's just grab this quickly. Head up this hill here. So, a nerve-wracking trip across the ice, but we made it. Get to live that little bit longer. I've been really I'm really enjoying this series, just because it is so nerve-wracking. I've been actually really looking forward to coming back in and carrying on with this one. Right, let's get home. Let's get our inventory sorted and let's get ready for our big trip. It's a fairly straightforward run up to the ravine and then over to Mystery Lake. We will encounter a wolf. There's always one on the path, but we can use a flare. We should be okay. We're warm enough, so we're all good. We're basically okay. How many hours of daylight do we have left? 7 hours. Okay. We could do part of the journey today because we've got tons of energy and the weather's really good, so I'm kind of tempted to take advantage of the weather while we can. Right. Guts are almost cured. Scrap metal. I think we picked up some metal. I'll leave that. I'm gonna repair. No, I don't need to repair our knife. Let's just leave it. Leave this stuff here. We can repair hatchets with it later if we need to. What else do we have? I think we have 3 cloth on us, so I'm going to keep that. Quality tools. Leave those here. We'll do all our repairs back here at base camp, assuming we make it back. Let's drop our I'm going to leave the better of our hacksaws here, with the thinking that if we do find a hacksaw, we can drop our... we can just leave the worst of our hacksaws behind. I'm going to drop this. There's hardly anything in this. So let's take our 2 worst kerosene thingies. Let's drop this lantern, the worst one. Leave that behind. Got tons of fuel for lanterns now. It's not a problem. So we have a pry bar. It's in really bad condition. This one's in slightly better condition. So let's take the better one. You can't repair these. So we'll leave the worst one as backup. I'm going to take all 6 flares. We've got way too many matches. Because we've got so many matches. Let's leave all the wooden ones, because we need to get our weight down. Let's just drop them all. We can afford to carry cardboard matches more than we can wooden ones. We're going to need to keep all of our torches and sewing kits. Let's drop all but one. Let's take a good one though. And of course I have these fishing tackles as backups. I have too many of these, but they're so light that it really doesn't matter. Okay, so we have pry bar. We've got 23 rounds of ammo. We're going to take that with us regardless. Let's drop a couple of these accelerants. Actually, we're doing a long trip. We'll take 3. Drop 1. Let's drop some of these matches. We've just got too many. We don't need. There's no way we could possibly need that many. Drop these. Okay, we've got. They're so light. I'm gonna take them. Take 1 cured leather. Feathers are so light, we may as well keep them. This is pretty heavy. I'm gonna drop all of these. We'll pick up other stuff that we can use to use as tinder. All our clothes are great condition, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay, we need to leave some of our antiseptic behind. We've got too much of that. I'm going to keep this up in the with the food, just so that I've got a central location. I'll just take 1. We could do with more bandages and more painkillers, so we can't really risk too many encounters. Right, so we're going to leave the better condition stuff. Get our weight down as much as we can. Right. I like the energy bars because they do have so many calories. Peaches. Salty crackers are actually really good for in terms of energy per kilo. Let's leave the sardines. So we're almost underweight now, and we're ready to go. We've got a coffee and a tea. That's good. Dog food, peanut butter. This is all high energy stuff. We should really cook this meat up right now. We can leave. How's our meat doing? Yeah, so our meat actually lasts a long time. We can leave quite a lot of this water. Let's put 2.5. Okay, so we're underweight now. We still have quite a lot of energy. I'm going to cook this meat up, just because it'd be stupid to waste it. And this is sort of a good opportunity for us to do that. Let's just do a really quick burn. Can't break those branches. We can break branches down, can't break the limbs down. Six hours of daylight. I'm still thinking that we move over to the log sort, which is directly ahead of us, and spend the night there. The more time we can spend moving to Mystery Lake tomorrow, the better. Okay, that should be enough to cook a single piece of meat. We've got more than enough water, so we don't need to worry about that. Let's just get our fire going. Yep, use the book. We're actually coming up for 30 minutes, so we're nearly at the end of the episode. I reckon I'll I'll cook this meat up and then... yeah, I think I'll probably call it the end of the episode there, and then we're gonna... maybe we just set off on our big trip tomorrow. And that makes up our next episode. That would kind of make more sense. Because we've only got 5 hours of daylight left. Just use up the sticks we have here. May as well do some water. Just do a little bit. Yeah, 5 hours of daylight. Let's we'll spend the night here, and then tomorrow is our big trip, and that'll make up a nice episode. Either we die in the next episode, or we get to Mystery Lake and we continue with the series. No idea what's going to happen. Yeah, this is the only game I played where I couldn't have predicted at any moment how much longer we'd last, if we were going to actually survive or not. This is it's a tough old game, this one. Okay, so really hungry. Let's eat that fish we have. It's really heavy. 1.25 kilos. Really heavy. Let's start drinking some of the lower quality drinks we have. Get our energy up. And then we're going to have that tea. That should help us with rest. Not that we really need it. But, what the hell. Get some sleep here, and I'm going to call it an episode here, chaps. I will see you in the next one. Thanks as always for watching, and I hope you're enjoying it. Ciao for now.